Okay, hello second graders. Today we are working on lesson 5-3. They're going to be asking us to continue to count back to subtract on an open number line. So this is just a continuation of the lesson that we started yesterday. And you're going to find that on page 267. So if you need time to get out your book to find that page, you can go ahead and pause the video now. I'm going to go ahead in the meantime and share my workspace with you. You can see I'm on page 267. Again, that lesson is 5-3. And just as a visual, I have Jada here on that page, and looks like she has some insects that might be included in her story today. That's my prediction anyway. Let's see what her story says. I'm going to go ahead and read from our talking bubble, and you can follow along in your books. Here we go. Jeremy had 56 bug stickers. He gave 24 stickers to Eric. How many bug stickers does Jeremy have left? Use the open number line below to show your work. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at our important information. We know that at the beginning, Jeremy had 56 bug stickers. So I'm going to go ahead and underline 56 bug stickers. The next thing that we know is that he gave 24 stickers to Eric. So that tells me, thinking we're going to be subtracting because he gave them away, right? The question is, how many bug stickers does Jeremy have left? Okay, and have left are some of those key words that help us to know that we're subtracting. Whenever they ask how many are left, we know we're subtracting. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead just like yesterday, and now that I have the important information, I'm going to go ahead and record that in my equation. So I have 56 to begin with. So you can go ahead and, along with me, write 56 for that first number. I'm going to be subtracting. And how many am I going to subtract? 24, because that's how many he gave to Eric, 24. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and use this open number line to solve. I know I'm subtracting, so I'm going to begin at the end of this open number line. Go ahead and put my tick mark there, and I'm going to mark that tick mark 56. Okay, I'm going to be jumping back. Now, yesterday, all of the numbers that we subtracted were in groups of tens, right? Which made it really nice. So today, I want us to continue to practice jumping back in groups of tens. And so in order to do that, I'm going to take this second number, what we're subtracting, and I'm going to break it apart into tens and ones. So what does 24 break apart into? 24 breaks apart into 20 for my first bond, right? Because there's two tens, and 4 for my second bond because there's 4 ones. Okay, so now I have tens that I'm going to jump back and ones that I'm going to jump back. I'm just going to separate those. So here I am back at 56, and I know I need to jump back 2 tens. So I'm going to jump back my first 10. Okay, I'm at 56, and I take 10 away. All right, now again, for some of us, it really helps to have the visual of the base 10 blocks to help us figure out exactly what this looks like, 56 minus 10. If you like that support, you are more than welcome to draw that somewhere on your page. So I'm seeing a nice big space here. I'm going to go ahead and do that here. I'm going to start with 56, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. I'm going to add my 6 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now I have modeled 56. And from this model, I know I'm going to be taking away 110, right? So that's just crossing out a rod. Now notice, if I take away 10, my ones stay exactly the same, don't they? The only thing that I've touched is the tens. I haven't touched the ones at all. So let's go ahead and see what we have left. 10, 20, you can count with me, 30, 40, plus 6 is 46, right? So that is where I land. 56, jump back 10, equals 46. Okay, so I've taken away 1 10. I know I need to take away 2 10s altogether. Okay, so I'm going to jump back another 10, minus 10. I'm at 46, and I'm taking 10 away. Okay, some of us are getting really good at doing that just with mental math. This visual, though, can be very helpful. So I had 46, there it is modeled, and I'm taking 10 away. I'm going to cross one out. So now how many 10s am I left with? 10, 20, 30, and 6 more. 36, right? Okay, so now I'm at 36, and I know I still have some 1s that I need to account for. I need to take away 4 1s, right? So 36, you can do this several ways. You can jump back by 1s, you can jump back 2 and 2, or you can jump back all 4. All right, let's go ahead and jump back 1 to begin with. If I'm at 36 and I take away 1, that's going to leave me with 35. Take away 1, that's going to leave me with 34. Take away 1, that's going to leave me with 33. And take away 1 more, that's going to leave me with 32. Okay, counting by 1s, I know you guys are really good at counting back by 1s. What if I wanted to take 2 away? I start at 36, I jump back 2, I land at 34, I jump back another 2, I land at 32, right? Or the other way I could do it is to just jump back all 4 at one time. Some of you are really good at jumping back those last ones without breaking it down. That's okay too. So I was at 36. Here's my model, right? I take 4 away. 1, 2, 3, 4. And how many am I left with? 10, 20, 32. And that's right where we landed, 32. Okay, so 56 minus 24 gives me a difference of 32. All right, guys, so we're going to go ahead. If you need more time with any of this, you can pause the video. And by the way, you don't have to put all of these different ways. I was just showing you, trying to model the different ways. But if you just jumped back by 1s, that's great. If you just jump back by 2s, that's great. If you just jump back all 4 altogether, that's also great. There's no right or wrong way to do that, okay? Just trying to model all the different ways that you may have done it. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at the next page. I'm up in the green boxes and I see Jada here. I'm going to go ahead and read what she's sharing and you can follow in your book. She says, let's use an open number line and count back. First, place 68 on the line. So I'm sorry, I didn't read the equation first, which is fine. 68 minus 23. So she went ahead and put 68 there to begin with. And you can go ahead and do that also by tracing it. Okay, and then she also shows more than one way that you can jump back. So here's one way to begin with. It says 23 is 2 10s and 3 1s. Taking 23 away. So basically what she did is what we did. She broke it apart into bonds, right? 20 in her first bond and 3 in her second bond. I'm sorry if that's small. Let's see if I can. There we go. Right? She just took 23 and she broke it apart into 10s and 1s with her bonds. That's what we did to begin with too. Once she does that, she says, so count back 2 10s from 68. So she does that first. She takes away 10, gives her 58. Another 10 gives her 48. Then count back 3 1s from 48. So she's here, she jumps back 1. 47 is where she lands. Another one, she lands at 46. And the last one, she lands at 45. Okay, so 45 is her final answer. And then she shows you another possibility, another way. She says you can subtract 68 minus 20. So notice the first time she did 2 10s, this time she just did one big 20. 68, take away 2 10s or 2 rods is going to leave you with 48. Then 48 take away 3. So she had 48, and now she's, instead of doing 1, 2, 3, she's just doing 1, 3 that she's subtracting. And 48 take away 3 leaves her with 45. Okay, and that makes sense once you're able to visualize those rods and cubes in your mind, right? If, as I'm visualizing it, I can see in my mind 8 cubes, and I know she has to take away 3. That's going to leave me with 5, right? So in my ones place, I'm going to have a 5, which gives me 45. Okay, so it really helps to be able, as we go, if you're drawing pictures, I think that's a great way to support and to be able to visualize. But the more that we do it, the easier it will start to be to see the same picture in our head as we're going and we're trying to figure out the answer. Okay, it's just kind of something to keep in mind as we go. All right, let's go ahead then and take a look at the guided practice. Here we go, guided practice. The directions say use an open number line to find each difference. So number 1 is 28 take away 24. So here's my open number line. You can see they started at the back at 28. They wrote 28, and then they broke 24 apart. So that's the strategy that we're going to be using, and I want you to use that the same strategy that I'm showing you right now for your problems today. So 24, I'm going to break it apart into bonds. So here's 20, right? And my other bond is 4. Okay, so I know I need to jump back 2 tens. I'm at 28, they jump back 10, they land at 18. And they need to jump back 1 more 10, and they land at 8. Right? That makes sense. If you have 1 rod and 8 ones, and you take one of those rods away, you're going to be left with just the ones. Okay, so there's 8 left. And then my second bond is 4. So they were at 8, jumped back 4, and they landed at 4 because 8 minus 4 equals 4. Okay. All right, guys, let's go ahead then and take a look at our second equation for guided practice. I have 50 take away 35. Now for this one, again, my first step is going to be to break the second number apart. So I'm going to have 30 in my first bond and 5 in my second bond. Okay, so now I know I'm going to be starting at 50, and I'm going to have to start by subtracting 3 tens. So let's do that together. Put my first tick mark here. That's 50. And I'm going to be jumping back 3 tens. Here we go. 10. 50, take away 10, leaves me with 40. Okay, let me jump back another 10. And you should be doing this in your book too as we go. So now I'm at 40, take away 10, gives me 30. Good, record that. So now I've taken away 2 tens so far, but I know I have to take away 3 tens altogether because I'm taking away 30. So I'm taking away another 10. I was at 30. I take away 10. I'm going to land at 20. Okay, and now I have 20, and I need to take away my ones. So you can either jump back by ones 5 times, or you can jump back a 5. Okay, so try to visualize that in your mind. If you have 20 and you take 5 away, okay, you can even count back with your fingers. That's another way you can do it. You can start at 20, and you can count back 5. So we can do that together. We can do that together. So we're going to start at 20, and we're going to count back 19, 18, 17, 16, 15. Took 5 away. 15. Okay. All right. So 50 take away 35 gives me 15. And you know what? I just realized, guys, sorry, I forgot to add my difference here. 28 take away 24. We landed at 4 here. So I should have put 4. And I apologize about that. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead then, take a peek at our independent practice. It's asking us to use an open number line to find each difference. So we're going to be doing the same strategy. And once again, I'm encouraging you to break that second number apart for each of these numbers. That tells you how many tens you need to jump back and how many ones you need to jump back. So let's go ahead and do that together for number 3. 45 take away 13. I'm going to break it apart. My first bond is going to be 10 because I just have 1 10. My second bond is going to be 30. So I know I have to jump back 1 10 and 3 ones. All right. How about number 4? 63 minus 22. Let me go ahead and break that into a bond. I have 2 10s, so 20 in my first bond, and 2 1s, so 2 in my second bond. All right. So 63. I'm starting there. And then I'm jumping back, my 10s and my 1s. Okay, and then we can go ahead and put 45 on our first number line. Okay, so those first 2 are set up for you. And then you're going to do numbers 5 and 6 on your own. And then let's see. This last one, number 8, he's asking you to, or 7, I'm sorry, he's asking you to break apart the number you're subtracting into 10s and 1s. So it's asking you to do the exact same strategy where we're breaking apart the second number into 10s and 1s. Okay? All right, guys. So I think you're going to be pretty successful with this strategy, even though you know, it's new in our book. We've had practice with it in our yellow spirals. However, if you come across any questions, go ahead and bring them to our Google Meet. We can talk about it. Otherwise, I hope you guys have a really great rest of your morning or day, and I will be seeing you very soon. Okay? Take care, guys. Bye.